What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you a look at the Cavalier class as well as all of its archetypes in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, which is currently in beta. So first things first, Cavaliers are warriors that dedicate themselves to a cause and not so much martial prowess. Moreover, almost all of them get a mount. This is like the mounted combat class. Now, as much as I would love to show you guys mounted combat in-game, it's kind of busted. The animations don't really work. So, simply to prove my point, here is hopefully a little footage in the background of just how busted some of those animations are. But to give you some details on it nonetheless, all of the Cavalier archetypes besides one get a mount pretty much immediately. However, most of them you won't be able to use as a mount until level 7. This doesn't really apply to halflings and gnomes, but essentially your animal companion has to be big enough to serve as a mount, and most of them don't reach large size, which is the size of mount that you will need for most humanoids, until level 7. Now, halflings and gnomes, I believe, can use their mounts pretty much right off the bat simply because they meet the size requirements. The exception to this is actually just the horse. So if you pick the horse companion as a beast rider, you will be able to use that pretty much immediately. Which brings me to my next point. All of the Cavalier base class and archetypes besides Beast Rider seem to default to a Smilodon. I tried different race combinations and everything, and the only option available is a Smilodon, which doesn't reach large size until level 7. The Beast Rider, however, gets to pick from the full list of animal companions right off the bat, which includes horse. Now, I'm not saying that's where everything's going to end up. It is a beta. Things can change. However, right now, that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, in addition to mounted combat, Cavaliers actually get access to an order. That is to say, they join an order. Now, most of these don't really affect the base class or the archetypes at all. They are simply in addition to those things, or they change very minor things. So, to go over the orders first, simply because, again, they don't really change much as far as the classes go, we have 5 to choose from. The Order of the Cockatrice, which is essentially an order that serves just yourself. At 2nd level, they will pick up Dazzling Display as an extra feat. At 8th level, they pick up the Steel Glory class feature, where at 8th level, anything that critical hits a creature that the Cavalier is threatening, he will then get an attack of opportunity on that creature. And then at level 15, we pick up Moment of Triumph. At 15th level, we'll be able to, as a free action, declare a Moment of Triumph, which for 1 round, we'll get a competence bonus equal to our charisma modifier on all of our ability checks, attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. And furthermore, your AC as well. And if that wasn't enough, your critical hits will be automatically confirmed. That is balanced by only being able to use it once per day. Now, lastly, for the Order of the Cockatrice, we have the Challenge ability. Now, the Challenge ability changes slightly depending on which order you belong to, but for the most part, it does very similar things. So for the Cockatrice, you get +1 morale bonus on melee damage rolls, made against the target of the challenge as long as you are the only creature threatening it. And then that bonus increases as you level up. That brings us to the Order of the Lion. The Order of the Lion are warriors that have pledged themselves to a king or queen or basically just a sovereign of some sort. At 2nd level, they pick up Lion's Call, which will let you rally your allies. As a standard action, anybody within 60 feet of your allies gets a competence bonus on their saving throws, specifically against fear, as well as charisma modifier and a +1 competence bonus on attack rolls for a number of rounds that are your Cavalier level. Now, if you activate this while your companions are under the effects of a fear ability, they get to automatically make a savings throw again. Then at 8th level, they pick up For the King. So this will allow your Cavalier to call out to your allies, inspire them to greatness. This is a swift action that grants a competence bonus equal to your charisma modifier on all attack and damage rolls to allies within 30 feet. However, it only lasts for 1 round and can only be used once per combat. And then at 15th level, they pick up Shield of the Liege. So allies adjacent to the Cavalier will receive a +3 shield bonus to their armor class, which is a pretty cool ability. I just wish it came earlier in the tree, to be honest. Now, the Lion Challenge ability gives you a +1 dodge bonus to your AC against attacks made by the target of their challenge, and it will increase per level. The Order of the Lion will actually also add Knowledge World skills to your list of class skills, and that brings us to the Order of the Shroud. The Order of the Shroud is dedicated to destroying the undead, and at 2nd level, they can pick up Spiritual Shield, which will let them call upon spirits of the fallen for protection. They will gain a deflection bonus equal to their charisma modifier to AC against attacks made by the target of the challenge. At 8th level, they pick up Destroyer of the Undead, which will make the Cavalier's weapons treated as having the Cavalier's alignment for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction, specifically on undead creatures. And moreover, if the target of their challenge ability is an undead creature, they will automatically overcome all damage reduction on that undead creature. And then at 15th level, they pick up Stand Against Darkness. This will let them take revenge on undead that hit them or those they seek to protect. So any undead that strikes the Cavalier or his allies that is also the subject of the Cavalier's challenge ability will provoke an attack of opportunity from the Cavalier. That attack will get a +2 morale bonus, as well as giving the Cavalier a deflection bonus equal to their charisma modifier against any critical hit confirmation rolls from that creature. The Order of the Shroud challenge will give a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls against undead targets of their challenge, increasing as they level up. And they will also add Lore Religion to their list of class skills. Now that brings us to the Order of the Star. So the Order of the Star is a little strange compared to the other ones. So first of all, they do add Lore Religion to their list of class skills. In addition, their challenge will give a +1 morale bonus to all saving throws, as long as they're the only person threatening the target of the challenge. And then that increases as you level up as well. Much more interestingly, the Order of the Star gets to pick a deity as part of their order. This is mostly flavor. Cavaliers aren't casters, they don't get spells from this. They don't get any of their domain abilities. What this does is affect a couple of their order-specific Cavalier abilities, which we'll get into momentarily. Now at 2nd level, the Order of the Star picks up Calling. The Cavalier will be able to make a short prayer as a free action, which will give you a competence bonus on your next ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or skill check that is equal to your charisma modifier. You can use this up to 4 times per day. Moreover, you add half of your Cavalier level to any levels of Paladin or Cleric that you possess for the purposes of determining the effects of channel energy or lay on hands. And then at 8th level, they pick up For the Faith. The Cavalier will call upon their faith, i.e. the deity they selected. As a free action, they will call out the name of that deity, granting them a morale bonus on attack rolls equal to their charisma modifier for 1 round. And then any allies within 30 feet that share their faith will also receive half of that bonus at a minimum of +1. You'll be able to use that once per day, and then an additional time per day at 12th level and every 4 levels after, up to a maximum of 4 times a day at level 20. Now at 15th level, they pick up Retribution. Any enemy that attacks the Cavalier or an adjacent ally that has the same faith as the Cavalier will provoke an attack of opportunity from the Cavalier. The Cavalier gets a +2 morale bonus on the attack of opportunity, and if the attack from the enemy that provoked this was a critical hit, the Cavalier treats the enemy as if it was the target of his challenge for the attack of opportunity. You get to use this once per round. And that brings us to the Order of the Sword. So they will add Lore Religion to their list of class skills. Their challenge ability will give you a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls against the target of the challenge, as long as you are mounted. The bonus increases by +1 for every few levels you level up. Then at 2nd level, they pick up By My Honor, which means you will select an alignment. As long as you maintain that alignment, you receive a +2 morale bonus on 1 saving throw of your choice. At 8th level, they pick up Mounted Mastery. Whenever the Cavalier makes a charge attack, it will add your mount's strength modifier to the damage roll, as well as your own, and you will also receive a bonus feat chosen from the list on screen here. However, you must qualify for the feat to select it. And then there is a second part to that, but it's blank text, so I have no idea what it actually is. And then lastly, the Order of the Sword at level 15 gets to make a Knight's Challenge. Once per day, they can make effectively a normal challenge ability. However, it will add their charisma bonus to all attack rolls and damage rolls made against the target of the challenge. Moreover, you get a +4 circumstance bonus on attack rolls made to confirm critical hits against that target. That is going to sum up the orders of the Cavalier class. Now, the Cavalier class itself, as a base class, will get Persuasion, Athletics, and Mobility as class skills. They will also pick up Tactician at a base, which means that every few levels you will receive Teamwork feats as bonus feats. You do actually have to meet the prereqs to take them. However, as a standard action, the Cavalier can also grant one of those teamwork feats to allies within 30 feet who can see and hear you, and then allies will get to use that bonus feat for 3 rounds plus 1 round for every 2 levels of Cavalier that you have. The allies don't have to meet the prereqs to get those bonus feat abilities. The Cavalier will be able to use this up to 4 times a day at level 20. Now, at a base, all Cavaliers are proficient with simple and martial weapons and all types of armors and shields except tower shields. Now, at a base, Cavaliers will get a mount at first level. Like I mentioned, this seems to default to a Smilodon. And then at third level, you will pick up Cavalier's Charge, which will allow you to make more accurate charge attacks while you're mounted. You will receive a +4 bonus on melee attack rolls to a charge while mounted instead of the normal +2. The Cavalier does not suffer AC penalties after making a charge attack while mounted. At 5th level, they pick up Banner. Essentially, this gives you a banner, and allies within 60 feet have a +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear and +1 morale bonuses on attack rolls made as part of a charge. And then this increases by +1 every 5 levels. As a base class, Cavaliers will pick up to 3 bonus feats in addition to their normal class feats, and in addition to their teamwork feats they get through Tactician. At level 9, we pick up Greater Tactician, which of course is part of our Tactician ability. This will give us an extra teamwork feat to use as part of that, but moreover, it also makes your Tactician ability a swift action. At 11, they pick up Mighty Charge. This will double the threat range for any weapons wielded during a charge while you are mounted. It doesn't stack with anything, but after a successful charge, you will also be able to make a free bull rush and trip combat maneuver, provided the attack was successful again, and those combat maneuvers will not provoke an attack of opportunity. At 12, they pick up Demanding Challenge, which basically gives the target of their challenge a -2 penalty to their AC from any attacks made by anyone that isn't the Cavalier. At 14, they pick up Greater Banner, which will give you a +2 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and compulsion spells. And then at level 20, they pick up Supreme Charge. So whenever you make a mounted charge attack, you will deal double the normal damage, triple if you are using a lance. Moreover, if you confirm a critical hit on a charge attack that is mounted, the target is stunned for 1d4 rounds, and if they do a will save, they are still staggered for 1d4 rounds. Now that brings us to the Beast Rider archetype. So, the Beast Rider sacrifices the heavy armor portion of their armor proficiency, seemingly to pick up a wider range of mounts. Other than that, they seem largely the same. So that brings us to the Disciple of the Pike. Now, this is a kind of crazy archetype because while the Cavalier is normally like the mounted class, the Disciple of the Pike loses their mount. However, they will pick up a number of other abilities, so they will get weapon training for spears. You will get this 4 times. One at level 5, then at level 9, then at level 13, and then level 17, which will give you a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls from javelins, long spears, short spears, spears, and tridents. At level 3, they pick up Pike Charge, which will give you a +4 bonus on melee attacks while charging with a polearm or spear instead of your normal 2. In addition, while you make a charge attack with a polearm or spear, you won't be subject to the normal AC loss. Then at level 4, they pick up Monster Hunter, which will let you add half of your Cavalier level on Knowledge Arcana checks and Lore Nature checks. At 11, they pick up Agile Charger. This will make you take no penalties caused by difficult terrain while charging. However, you still will be hampered by obstacles, poor visibility, and other conditions. And then at level 20, they pick up Deadly Charge. When making a charge attack with a polearm or spear, it doubles the normal amount of damage. In addition, if they confirm a critical hit on that charge, the target is stunned for 1d4 rounds, or staggered for 1d4 rounds if they make a will save. Lastly, they do at level 1 also pick up a ability called Bigger They Are. So Disciples of the Pike get a +1 dodge bonus to AC against creatures that are larger than they are. That bonus increases by 1 if the creature is 2 size categories larger, and then at 6th level it goes to 3 if they're 3 size categories larger, and so on. Now that brings us to the Gendarme. I think I'm pronouncing that right, I have no idea. So they lose the Tactician, however, they gain more bonus feats. So they don't get to use the Tactician ability, that is to say where they share their teamwork feats with allies even if the allies don't have it. However, they get to pick up more bonus feats as a result. You get 1 at 1st level, 1 at 3rd level, and then every 3 levels after that. And then their level 20 charge ability will turn into Transfixing Charge. Whenever they make a charge attack while mounted, it will deal triple the normal damage. Moreover, if they confirm a critical hit on that charge, the attack will deal additional damage equal to your weapon damage. However, any additional damage from weapon properties is just rolled normally. That brings us to the Knight of the Wall archetype. So they will pick up Shield Focus as a bonus feat at level 1. This will increase their AC granted by shields you're using by 1. And while it shows them getting the initial Tactician bonus feat, it also shows them not getting the Tactician ability to share that teamwork feat. But at level 4, they pick up Deflective Shield. This will give you a bonus equal to your shield bonus to AC, to your touch AC, as well as your combat maneuver defense. That does not include any enhancement bonuses from a magic shield. Then at level 9, they pick up a Soul Shield. While carrying a shield, they will add a bonus equal to their shield bonus to their AC on will savings throws. Again, not adding any enhancement bonus from a magic shield. And that brings us to our last archetype for the Cavalier, which is the Standard Bearer. So this is kind of similar to the base Cavalier. However, it swaps the banner ability and the mount that you would normally get at level 1 and level 5. Instead of getting a mount at level 1, you get the banner ability instead, and then at level 5, where you would normally get the banner ability, you get the mount. And then at level 11, instead of picking up Mighty Charge, they get Banner of Solace. A Standard Bearer's banner becomes an even more potent symbol of protection and inspiration, and basically what this does is that as a full round action, you can grant allies within 60 feet temporary hit points equal to half your Cavalier level, as well as a +2 morale bonus while those hit points last. At 15th level and every 4 levels after that, this will increase by +1 to a maximum of +4 at level 19. The temporary hit points will last for 10 minutes or until they're gone, whichever happens first. And then their level 20 charge ability becomes Awesome Pinion. Their banner will become a rallying point for their allies and a bane to their foes. So whenever their banner is visible, anyone within 60 feet gets a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls, immunity to fear effects, and a +3 morale bonus on saving throws against mind-affecting effects. There you go, guys. There are all of the abilities and variations of the Cavalier, its archetypes, as well as the orders they get to choose from. So this is one of those classes where I think the idea is cool, but clearly with this being a beta, it needs a little more work. Like, I don't think in its current state I would have too much fun, but I like the promise of this class. So I'm hoping throughout the beta they'll get it cleaned up a little bit and make it more fun to interact with, because in its current form, with all the nonsense with the mounted combat, it's hard to really enjoy most of the bonuses that this class gets. So as a result of that, I'm kind of waiting to see how this one pans out myself. But regardless, truly, thank you guys so much for watching. I literally couldn't do this without you guys watching. Honestly, just thank you guys. I really appreciate all the support everyone gives all of my videos, so can't thank you guys enough. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.